Hello, 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 my machine heads, and welcome back to Meadow Farm Extended, Life of a Dairyman, as we watch the balloons go by in the sky. How's everybody doing today? I'm doing great. I'm doing awesome. I'm doing fantastic. How is everybody else doing? I hope you had a wonderful day and a night and a weekend whenever you watch this. We are ready to keep going with this. Get this field done today, and then we will start fertilizing our two fields. So welcome, welcome, welcome everyone to the Realistic Farming Channel for Farming Simulator 19, where we use our real tractors, we use our real equipment, we have our realistic tutorials, and we have a real lot of fun. It is awesome. I'm glad I changed that up a little bit. I used to start with it, and now it seems a little more natural to put it in a little bit later. So, yep, we're going to get this. The correct terminology for this is a subsoiler, as I explained to everyone in, I think it was episode 2, when we bought it, when we decided to subsoil our field in. Yep. I had a person comment on that today. Yep, I already know it's a subsoiler, but we're still, according to Farm Sim Physics, we're still plowing the field. We're getting a plowed texture. A subsoiler would actually just break it up. It would just go. Yeah, it's official, everyone. It's getting cold. Getting cold outside, at least where I'm at. It's getting to the point where it's like, I went jogging today, it was like freezing. I was like, oh, this sucks. But I still am enjoying it. But I want to thank each and every single one of you guys and gals who's watching this. You guys have really taken this off, and it's making me feel wonderful. All fuzzy inside, as they say. See if we can get around this tree. The only reason I'm going over this is because it was driving me nuts. Having the furrows going the wrong way. I don't know why. It just is. We're gonna try it again. Downloaded the manual attach mod, and let's see if that helps us a little bit more as far as realism. I love the mod. Love it. I just don't like how it conflicts with other things, so I have to just be careful going forward what kind of mods I download. I hope they fix that in Fs19. I don't think they'll ever fix the mod conflicts because that's just the way it rolls. But I think that if they fix manual attach at least for a realism channel, that's a staple. I also went ahead and simulated our lunchtime, so now it is 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 2:04 to be exact. And so we're rocking and rolling. We'll play till about 6 or 6:30. Now, I do got to go up and give these guys some water as soon as this field's up. Just because it's so cold out, I want to double check and make sure their water's not frozen. We'll simulate the realism of that. I wish they had that. I did notice, if you guys get a chance, check out Farmer Klein's. He did a thing on animals for Farming Sim 22. I guess you're going to have dog and the same thing you have here. But I think that it's just going to be a little bit different, the way that they do it. We are almost done, everyone. Super excited. Yeah, that would be, this field would be horrible if you planted like cotton in it and it wilted. Oh, I'd be so frustrated. All right, let's get back on our little tram lines here. The tractor gets dirty inside too. How awesome is that? Yep, a couple more passes, we'll be done. This side down here widens out. I like to have a couple of the tines inside the rows, just so, yes, overlapping. And if I had a newer tractor, I'd be using GPS, but we don't. We have an old tractor, which is absolutely awesome. I really, really, really like this tractor. Really, really like this map. This is one of my new, it's getting up there in the top 5 maps. I've always liked Meadow Grove. Like I told you guys in, I think it was episode 2 or 3, that I've done quite a few Let's Plays off camera with this map because I didn't think anybody wanted to see these small fields. So I constantly was trying to search for big fields, and it seemed like everybody wanted to watch big fields, and then, but it didn't work out. So you guys really enjoy the smaller field maps, or the realistic maps, one of the two. I can't figure out which one. But that's okay, because you guys liking this, and that's all that matters. And that's all that matters to me. The other thing is do you guys like the trivia? I don't know. If you like the trivia, let me know. We'll continue to do it. The movie trivia. If you guys don't, then we'll think of something else cool to talk about. I think it'll open up way more when I start streaming. So yeah, I know it's getting, like I said, it's getting close to the holiday time because the wife started asking me today about Christmas presents, and I thought, oh, it's still summer, and she's like, no, it's October, and I knew that, but it doesn't sink in when you're knee deep in YouTube all the time. There, I don't have to keep looking behind me every 5 seconds because I'm in the tram line, so I know that as I do it. Oh. Yeah, I think I'm going to ask for a new computer desk. Even though mine's fairly new, it's within a year old, I just want a bigger one. Right now, my steering wheel and my shifter, because I play ATS as well, American Truck Simulator, my steering wheel, shifter, the pedals aren't in the way because they're tucked underneath the desk. I just rest my feet on them when I'm driving, when I'm doing this. My microphone is hanging over the steering wheel. But every time I want to use the keyboard, I have to reach over the steering wheel, and then, so I think I want a little bit wider desk. So I think I might want to put my monitor on a what do you call it, wall mount, so I can turn it. Because that way, if I go use my steering wheel, I can just turn the monitor and use it. I don't know. Still figuring some stuff out. Yep, I would say probably 2 more passes. Whoops. Never want to go backwards with those. Luckily, it's just a game. So what do you all got going on in your lives now? Everybody that's playing Farm Sim, you guys harvesting your own fields? You guys plowing? You got, I like to hear about it, so let me know in the comments, what you guys are working on, what map you're working on. If from my Let's Play, if you've decided to pick this map up, let me know. Because it's interesting to me. It's kind of cool. Are you guys in the middle of your winter harvest? Or are you guys in the middle of plowing or subsoiling or fertilizing, let me know, because it's interesting. I like to keep track of what everybody else is doing too. So let me know in the comments what you're working on, and if you're not working on it, and it doesn't have to be Farm Sim. Let me know what games you're playing. Let me know what you got going on. I like to communicate with people. Well, so far so good. We're 10 minutes in, and sorry, clear my throat again. No major issues so far with the manual attach, but we haven't. I'm wondering if it has something to do with, like, when you add mods. Like, if you start the game up with the mods that are already installed, I think it works fine, but we're gonna find out. It's what was it that I was having a major problem with? It was the manual attach, and I think the indoor cam they were conflicting. It wouldn't register both. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh, we are getting close, everyone. We're going to get close to the subsoil of this field. And in Farm Sim terms, it's going to be plowed. You know, I never understood the concept of the way that Farm Sims set their subsoiler up, where it cultivates at the same time, because it would be a lot bigger implement than it is, because it would have to have a cultivator behind it to cultivate to break up the big furrows that you're making in the ground. But it doesn't do that. It's just kind of like a subsoiler. So it's like they added a plow with an effect of cultivating, and I think they did that so that people could kind of go one pass and that was it. Like, you could make one pass across your field and it's plowed and cultivated, but in real life, a subsoiler looks like this. That's it. Now, this does have hose hookups, so you could put a cultivator behind it, I would assume, and then it would dig up the ground, because all the subsoiler is doing is going down 18, 24 inches in the ground, and pulling and flipping the ground over, basically. And so the cultivator would just break it up and make it nice and smooth again. So I guess you could, but that's not the way that the Giants did their subsoiler. Because if you look, they just left it, like a subsoiler. And so it's doing the same thing that I'm doing right now, but there's no cultivator after it, nothing. But yet you get a cultivated state as well as a plowed state. I don't know. They may be real. And so before I go sticking my foot in my mouth, I better make sure that I do some research on that. But I would assume that just a piece of equipment that's like that would literally just break up the furrows. There's no possible way it would smooth it out as well, unless you had an attachment behind it. But who am I? Just my opinion. One little fun little series to spin. Like I told you guys last episode, in 3 years of Farm Sim being out, I don't think I've ever been excited to get on here and record as I am with this series. I kind of like get all my stuff around, and got to get my drink around, get all that stuff around, and then it's exciting. As much as I enjoyed Wilhelmina Forest and No Man's Land, it didn't have the same zing, because it didn't feel real. You know what I mean? It's this kind of feels real, which is awesome. As far as what I'm used to in real life, like No Man's Land was fantastic, and like I said, Alien Jim's a genius when it comes to maps. So I got to give him credit where it's credit's due, but the map is so, for a 2X map, it's pretty vast. Like my fields, but I think by the time I ended that series, I had like 8 or 10 fields, or 12 fields, and each one was like 18 acres. Now, you see this field here is like 4. What did we say this field was anyways? Where are we? 2.73. And it's taken me over an hour just to subsoil it, aka plow it. Because it's taken me 2 episodes to do it. And so the other one up there took me an hour. That's only 4 acres. And why won't that let me fold? Oh. You know why? Because with manual attach now, I have to hook the hoses up. So the other one was only 4. We're not going to drive on the field. So between the 2 of them, like just a little over 5 acres. And it took us about 4 hours. So a 17-acre field, doing it with this size equipment and stuff, would take me, realistically, probably about 10, 12 hours. So it just got to the point where it was cool. Like I told you guys in the very beginning of this episode, I was searching for that because I felt like that's what people wanted to see. You know, they wanted to see the big equipment, me outside the cab. I didn't think, until I started my realism channel, I didn't think that people wanted to see the realistic. That's my ADD kicking in. Boy, look at the filth on this tractor. Time to wash her and put some fuel in it. But so yeah, so then I got on this and I said, okay. I told you guys like, I don't know, a couple Let's Plays ago that I wanted to have a super, super realistic series. And I started one on a couple of Let's Plays, but it didn't take off as much as this one did. But I really, really... There. Just so we can wash it. The dirt wear, look at that. Caked up on the fenders. Get this nice weight clean here. Our weights that we had for our tractors growing up, were so, like this sewer sign, sewer, we used to call it sewer, was so bad, dinged up, you couldn't even read it. Look at that. Purdy, purdy, purdy. She cleans up nice, doesn't she? Here, try to stay away from them hoses. Look at the length on that, how far you can go away from a scooter. If you're watching this, good job. I think I say that almost every time. Any one of his mods that I use. Let me show you here. Another one of Scooter's mods is this bad boy here, the New Holland 258 Rake. This Scooter's Workbench's mod. It's 2.9 meter, and it's you don't need any PTO, anything with it. It goes by, you lower it down and it spins on a wheel. But it only goes like, it pushes it one way. So like you'd go up the field that way, and then you'd come around and go the opposite way, and it pushes it. But this is super realistic. And he's got, with the mod comes a hookup, so you can hook two of these up at once. So you can still get a 6 meter wide equipment if you want. We may use this. In fact, I may use that. But I also like these. These are the same kind of things, but they're straight. I don't have to worry about them, but they're not, they're on the, you put them on the ground, that's how the spins them with the wheels. So that's probably what we'll use. I don't know, I might use Scott's. I like Scooter. Scooter's the man. Whoops. Be nicer. We'll be in real life. This would be all tore up now. Oh, my dad be running out of the house. What are you doing? All right, so let's go here and get some fuel. Don't know how much that. I don't know. I kind of wish it was a refill point. Now we're going to back in here and we're going to fix these both. Get some tools. Oh, you can't repair the weights, huh? Then again, I guess it doesn't really affect the tractor, does it? That just popped me up like I was sitting there. So let's get some fertilizer. Switch screens on my sim dashboard for a second. There, this will tell me how much I have. Okay. Hoses. Up. Oh, we still got 46%. All right. In the last like 5 or 6 minutes, let's get up there and start fertilizing the other field. Know what time it is. Steering wheel time. Get down a little bit. That way we can see. See, now it's like when you're driving, it's down too far. There, that's good. Make a right onto Bob's Road. That's what we're going to call this, Bob's Road. And if I get somebody to win a contest, it'll be Bob. You watch. Yeah. That's the other thing with the trivia. If you guys want me to keep it going, I'll name a road after you. We got to come up with some cool stuff, some fun stuff. All right, so which way do we want to go? We want to go from the far end up. Yep, almost 2:30. Time flies when I can't believe how fast it's going. Oh, you know what? I gotta change that when when I go off camera again, I want to change the button configuration. Oh, duh, I already got it set up. These. Awesome. I forgot. I was like, yeah, change that. All right. Second furrow. We're going to go to the third one because it's a 6 meter. Sorry, third furrow. All right, I'm going to do it 2 different ways here. It's easier to spin. So I bought those 2 joysticks, and I've almost got them ready. Probably within the next episode or so, I will have them hooked up, and that way I'll make one of them spin my camera. There we go, and I don't know if this needs lime or not. We're going to check it here in a minute. We just washed our tractor. It's getting filthy already. Perfect. Doesn't 5 miles an hour seem so fast after doing that 2 fields in a row at 2.6 miles an hour? Yeah, it's going to say lime first, but we're not doing lime because that's backwards. Because I can get 2 sets of fertilizer. I can fertilize it, and then I can lime it, and then fertilize it again, and then cultivate it all in. Make it all pretty. Then we'll be ready with field number 2 for seeding. But we're going to go a different route like we talked about before. We're going to go and fertilize this one, and then we're going to go down and fertilize the other one. And then we're going to lime this one and lime that one if that one needs lime. I don't know. I have to check it. It's hard to tell where I've been, but you can just barely see it. This will be the last pass, everyone, and then we'll be wrapped up with episode 11. Do you believe that? Episode 11 of this great series. Now you can see, like, when I'm behind me, where I've done. quiet it down for a minute. That's where we are. We got it. This field, the rest of it, this one was plowed. So we got the field down there finished subsoiling, a.k.a. plowed. And then we started fertilizing up here. So it's been a super fast 30 minutes. But thank you, thank you, thank you. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing and share. And as usual, make sure you look out for yourselves, look out for each other, and most importantly, look out for each other's family, because that's important. Make sure you guys are enjoying the night, the day, the weekend, whenever you're watching this. And please, 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 just enjoy the time. We all have such little time on this big rock that we're on, so just enjoy it. And I'm glad you guys are all watching it. I love each and every one of you. And as usual, I'll catch all you machine heads on the next episode and on the flip side.